What is up, YouTube? This is DFishFan here with another video. This one I wanted to do a deck profile on a deck that is currently, from my understanding, an OCG exclusive, but one that I feel extremely confident is going to make an impact if they get the proper support. Now, the only thing that scares me is that this deck seems like the type of deck that gets abandoned most often. Um, th- like that type of deck that makes a little bit of noise when it first comes out and gets released, but then just disappears into obscurity for the next 8 formats until someone finally gets support later down the road. What I'm really hoping for is that that isn't the case with this deck. Nonetheless, let's get on with the deck list, and then I'll explain a couple of the gameplay surrounding this, couple of the gameplay strategies surrounding this deck. So, Aqua Actress Arowana. So, well, I'll explain later, but yeah, so 3 Arowana, 1 Moonglacia, 2 Fenrir, 2 Lost Blue Breaker, 2 Spine Gilman, 3 Guppy, and 3 Tetra. For the spells, we have Raigeki, Terraforming, 2 Aquarium Stage, 2 Aquarium Set, and 2 Aquarium Lightning, 3 Wetlands. For the traps, we have 1 Spiritual Water Art, 2 Aegis of the Ocean Dragon Lord, 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Deep Prison, 1 Compulse, 3 Ice Spin, 1 Bubble Bringer, and 1 Solemn Warning. For the extra deck, I'll go ahead and highlight over them all so you can see. But it's a pretty standard extra deck, just runs like mainly rank 3s, rank 2s, because that's pretty much all you summon in here. But yeah, so the point of the deck is you have your Aqua Actress monsters, the Tetra, Guppy, and Arowana. The Tetra searches for your continuous spells, which they have 3 of. The Guppy specials one another Aqua Actress for your hand, mainly this one. And the Arowana herself, you can add an Aqua Actress from your deck to your hand. Now on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, what's it, Dawn of the New Era that I use now, I've noticed that it's glitched currently, and Arowana doesn't allow it, you can't activate her effect, which doesn't allow you to search. But even with that glitch that is honestly costing me a plus every turn that I have her out, it's still been testing extremely well. So as you can see, the point of the deck, well, in case you don't know what these spells do, so Aquarium Stage says that the water monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle unless it's with a water monster. And Aqua Actress you control are unaffected by opponent's monster's effects. Um, Aquarium Set gives them boosts, 300 attack for water monsters, 300 attack for Aqua Actresses. So obviously, since Aqua Actresses are water monsters as well, it's going to be 600 for each Aqua Actress. And then Aquarium Lightning, whenever an Aqua Actress does battle against a monster, it doubles the attack and defense of that monster. Now, one very important thing that I noticed and why I knew I was going to like this deck instantaneously was that Aquarium Lightning doesn't say the original attack. It says double the battling monster's attack and defense during the damage calculation. So, for example, if my Tetra, starts out at 300, let's say I do have a set with Lightning, so the Tetra will automatically be 900 from the Aquarium set. If I have Wetlands out there, that's gonna be 2100 attack and defense for a level 1 just from those 3 cards. And obviously, those 3 cards are very easy to get because Tetra searches one of them himself. I have triple Wetlands and I have Terraforming as well. The traps, oh well, first let me talk about the monsters really quick. Spine Gilman's in here to boost it up even further. Like, your level 1 and level 2 monsters actually become bigger beaters than the Arowana most of the time because of the Wetlands and because of like the Spine Gilman and stuff. So it's pretty crazy how that works out. The Lost Blue Breaker's in for just back row destruction, so I didn't have to run the MSTs or the Galaxy Cyclones or anything like that. I can get it in monster form. And yeah, it gets pretty buffed up with Spine Gilman as well. The Fenrir's are my personal favorite. Like I always try to find a way to put it in a water deck if possible, just because of its effect. It's so fucking good. Granted, it's better as a late game card in here. Early game, it kind of can be a dead draw, but there's a couple purposes for Fenrir in here. Um, First one is if you just need to special him so you can run over something and stop your opponent's next draw phase. That's fantastic. But the second one is also to special him, and you can normal summon your Arowana just simply by that. It's a little two card for the Arowana. Okay, so onto the traps like I wanted to talk about. As you can see, I have a lot of text in here, mainly they're traps. Spiritual Water is just a card that I absolutely love for water decks. It just gives you so much control, but I'm thinking of taking it out. I've honestly not drawn it at one the entire time I play tested with this deck. So, and that's that I go through a lot of my deck by searching. So that's kind of a bad sign. And I'm not even sure how useful it's going to be since I'm not exactly running a heavy monster count at 16 monsters. So yeah. The Aegis of the Ocean Dragonlord comes in handy a lot. It's a fantastic card. It's chainable, level 3 or lower water monsters. So that's pretty much the majority of my deck. The two Fenrirs, the Moon Glacia, and the R1s are the only ones unaffected by that. All my other monsters are. And like I said, these two become your main beaters anyways, the Tetra and the Guppy. So you protect them just by the simple trap card. And yeah, people don't expect it. They completely don't expect it. So yeah, normal traps there. The Ice Bin is the last one I want to talk about. This card is fantastic. So the way it's used in here, because I do special in this deck, I didn't want to play lose one turn. I may consider it because realistically, if I wanted to, I could take out like the Fenrirs and the Moon Glacia, and then it would be a lot more normal summon based, and I could go lose one turn. But for right now, I'm testing it as like a mini lose one turn. You know, it doesn't negate the effect or anything, but it at least places them in defense position if they're normal or special summoned and not a water attribute. So it's kind of an anti-meta in that aspect. And you know, putting in defense mode allows me to either run over it easier with a Guppy or Tetra, or to run over it with a Fenrir if it's possible. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the deck. This is a deck that probably you haven't really looked into yet, but I would highly recommend it. I really strongly feel like this deck is going to be decent when it comes out or when people start playing it. Um, but I think it has the potential to be a really great deck if it gets the proper support. And you never know what kind of support's going to come out. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Remember to like the video, comment down below if you wish, and yeah, be on the lookout for more deck profiles and duel videos coming soon. With that being said, talk to you guys later. Bye.